Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first panel of Day 2, Women in Coding and Digital Careers. Please welcome our panelists, Anissa Hairulai, teacher and software developer at Elite Travel Group, Taulian Tukmata, project manager at Digital Jobs Albania. Let us start off with Mr. Ukmada. Welcome, Mr. Ukmada. Can you please tell us more about the project you have been working for that will help women on their digital careers?
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting us on this panel. We are very pleased to showcase some of the work that we have been doing, but also a bit about the project and how it will help youth in Albania. If I can have access to sharing the screen, I have prepared a bit of a presentation, which will take us through some of the steps that we have taken on the project as well. Of course, for the participants on this panel as well, Elite Travel Group will also share the presentation because there are a few useful links on how to apply for our current trainings, and they are open to all of the women around Albania, respective of any region that they might be there. Yes, just let me know when you have the hosting, the shared screen ready.
Yes. While we are waiting for the presentation to show up, Mr. Ukmada, can you please tell us a little bit about the project?
Maybe I'll start by the company that I'm representing. I'm currently representing Coders Trust, and we're soon going to be changing the name to Learnio to better suit our audience. I've been working with Coders Trust since 2016 in numerous projects. I started in one of a kind project with World Bank Kosovo called Women in Online Work in 2016. We trained up to 250 women in digital skills, mainly web development as the main course subject, but also we continued by expanding on digital marketing, graphic design as well. But inside the training, we also highly targeted soft skills and freelancing skills as our customized curriculum would entail in itself. So the main goal of the training was just not to provide digital skills, but also in its entirety, also help these women on finding online jobs in freelance marketplaces. I'm here referring to 2016, where freelancing had just started, and there were not many freelancing platforms during that time. From 2016 up until 2021, we can see quite an increase in freelancing platform, but also freelancers from every region possible. Coders Trust is based out of Denmark. We mainly deal with education and technology, and we have aligned our mission values with the European SDG goals. We tend to lift people out of poverty by providing digital skills in its core, but also the means for them to be employed either as freelancers on online marketplaces, but also help out the economy in their respective countries as well. Through Coders Trust, I have had the pleasure of working on different projects in many numerous countries, such as Jordan, Palestine, Kosovo, Bhutan, Malaysia. I haven't visited all of the countries, even though I would like to, but since the main goal of the company is to produce remote workers, I also have taken remote working as one of my primary activities as well. I've been staying in Kosovo.
Sorry, Mr. Ukmada, sorry for interrupting, but if you may, you can now share the presentation with us.
Perfect. Maybe I can finish a bit on Coders Trust. And recently we have partnered with World Bank Albania, and we are offering the new digital training program for Albanian women aged 16 up to 35. I'm just going to share my screen so that I can go through the presentation. And that will give us a bit of an overview. So currently the project is named Digital Jobs Albania, and you can visit our website, digitaljobsalbania.com. It's a special website which we have prepared for this project, and it will show you an FAQ, but also take you through all of the steps and the information you need to know for applying for this project. There are limited number of people that will be accepted into training, and this is the first training that we are doing of this kind in Albania with World Bank Albania. I have prepared a small agenda for my presentation. I want to show a bit about the scope of Digital Jobs Albania, what is the current curriculum that we will be using inside the training, and also what is inside of our Learn and Earn program as well. And then I will go and dig deep a bit on our programs that we are offering, the project timeframe, and also the training timelines as well. Of course, I want to give a bit of a highlight to our Albanian mentoring staff, because we actually do operate an online learning platform, but for this project specifically, we have also hired established freelancers inside of Albania, but also Kosovo as well, to be our Albanian mentoring staff as well. Out of all of this project in 2021 and 2022, we want to drive an impact evaluation report together with World Bank, based on the marketing approach that we did, the training, and also both are inside of our programs as well. We believe that this impact evaluation report will not only benefit Albanian government, but also other NGOs that are working on the education and technology sector as well. And we hope that it can be used to further drive digital skills as the main innovator and the main impact generating driver for employment in Albania as well. In terms of Digital Jobs Albania, it's a World Bank Group initiative. We are currently partnering with Europe Partners Development as well in Albania, who are a local company dealing with EU projects, and they have been quite the partner in driving the marketing and finding the mentors, and also helping us distribute the Digital Jobs Albania initiative in all of the regions of Albania. Digital Jobs Albania is targeted women 16 to 35 in our first round. We want to ensure that the impact is done at the level where we can actually drive the most benefit right now in Albania. And we have seen that women in Albania, as well in other countries as well, are not really being targeted for digital skills as of now. So that's why when discussing the implementation phase of the project, we decided with World Bank that we are going to target this to women first, and then when we do a scale up, or we're going to open it for men as well, because of course digital skills are not that restrictive if you're a man or a woman. So we wanted to start with women. We're going to start soon with men and women as well, and we want to expand the project as well. This initiative will consist of a delivery of a training and mentorship program in the field of digital marketing, graphic design, and also web development. But of course, as I explained earlier, all of these three tracks will be customized with soft skills and freelancing skills in its core. The training program will last for 3 months for a person who joins our trainings. And of course, during that 3 months, you will get the digital skills, you will get the soft skills and the freelancing skills as well. But in its core as well, we also want to offer mentorship on career guidance as well. So we want to take all of our students into freelance marketplaces, show them to how to apply for jobs, how to communicate with a client, and also how to retain a client for long-term work as well. These skills that they will gain during the first 3 months will not be only for online marketplaces. These skills can be used also for finding jobs inside of Albania, maybe even in other countries as well. This is not just for freelancing. This means that you will gain lifetime learning as well. Upon successful completion of the training, of course, those that do actually achieve higher than 80% of attendance will be certified as well. And even after the 3 months of the training, we will also offer mentorship through our community as well, and our community mentors as well, so that you can actually continue applying for jobs and also get support as needed during your time as a freelancer as well. Because as I said, we want to ensure that everybody succeeds, not just on gaining the digital skills necessary to become a freelancer, but also to provide you with a means of how to actually create a long-term career out of freelancing as well. Our 12-week intensive training will help you gain in-demand skills and excel in the freelance marketplaces. I already went through that part, so I'm just going to skip it. In terms of the course overview, which is the 12 weeks training. Week 1 and 8 will consist of technical skills training. And during that time, we will take you from a beginner level into up to level 3. So we want to ensure that you gain all of the digital skills necessary to actually succeed on your career. We want to ensure that during those 12 months, you have 8 intensive weeks of technical training, where you have an online self-paced platform, which you gain access as soon as you get accepted inside the training, and you can follow 160 hours of self-paced learning. But within the training also, every week you will have three times up to 2 hours with a mentor, so that the mentor will do a refurbishing of all of the lessons you are learning on your own. And then also he will answer questions that you might have, and those are a bit more intensive. And we want to create a familiar feeling as well on the online platforms as well, because it's a bit different from an offline approach. So you actually do need a mentor that can actually support the students and also create a familiarity with the training as well. Usually inside the training, there are students who have a faster pace, a slower pace. So we want to ensure that all of our students have a mentor where they can actually show that they are doing their utmost to finish the digital part or even the soft skills part, but the mentor will always be there and the facilitators will always be there to support you along the way. And then after week 9 and up to week 12, we want to focus totally on soft skills. By soft skills, I mean that we will show you how to open a freelance profile. We want to show you how you can actually be on top of becoming a freelancer, how you can actually apply for jobs, how you can actually negotiate for salaries, for contracts with clients, and also how you can retain clients on a long-term basis as well. That's it on terms of the course overview. As I said, we want to approach graphic design, web development, and digital marketing. And you can also take a look at the full curriculum if you wish to apply for our trainings inside of our website as well. So there's a special section for each of the training tracks as well. Of course, before I push through inside the presentation as well, I would like to mention that the trainings are right now for free. So you have to go through an application phase where we are accepting application all the time, but we actually do take you through an assessment phase. We want to ensure that through the assessment phase, we rule out all of the students that actually do not meet our criteria, and then enroll those that are actually finished the assessment as well. This is to ensure that we do actually have a slow dropout rate, but also to ensure that we are very fair with the selection process as well. So we leave it up to the students to actually finish the assessment test and then actually be selected in the program as well. The training phase will consist, right now we have actually started with 2 rounds. Back in November, we started with our first group, and now in December, we have started with our second group as well. Up until now, we have enrolled more than 240 students, and they will each go through 3 months of training. We will be enrolling 2 other groups of students in January and also February. So we're doing this method of enrolling more than 120 students each month, because we do not want to enroll everybody at the beginning, but also it's because students keep applying at different times. So we want to make sure that we do assess everybody, and then we invite everybody to be enrolled inside the training as well. What happens after you finish the application phase and you finish the assessment phase and you get selected? We do enroll you in an online platform where you get access to all of our online course materials. And in there you have different types of course materials, so ranging from videos, presentation, learning sheets, and everything else that you can actually find in an online course. But we also furbish all of this online learning with weekly online mentoring with, as I mentioned earlier, with Albanian mentors who are established in their freelancing fields. And out of it, we also do check for weekly progress monitoring, and we actually do optimize the training with tests and assignments to ensure that not only you are finishing the learning and the theoretical part of the training, but we actually do have practical assignments as well, so that we ensure that you actually become a freelancer at the end and you can actually complete freelance tasks assigned by our clients as well. We want to ensure that through the weekly online mentoring, you actually interact with mentors and other students online to learn more and actually perform better during the online part as well. We enhance the test and assignments with industry standard work with realistic projects. I'm going to go a bit more on the training curriculum later on, but what I can say is that every week during the 12 weeks of training, you will get a small assignment. And then at the end of each course, you will be working minimum in 3 real-world assignments. For example, in web development, you would be working on a simple portfolio website. Then your second realistic project would be a CMS-based project. And then at the end, of course, an e-commerce project as well. But since we are targeting beginners inside the training right now, I'm not going to dwell deep into the details because I want to be a bit more informative in what we are offering for the training. We actually do regular surveys and take feedback from our students. We want to ensure that this project is a consistent, data-driven project for us, because we want to ensure that even for the students that are inside the current training, we can actually make adjustment as we progress, because every country is different and every training is different. So we actually regularly take feedback and surveys from our students to improve the learning process. And as I said, at the end of the 12 weeks, you will have a final exam, and based on the evaluation, you will get certified as well. And you can use that certification either on LinkedIn or your freelance platforms, and you can actually use that with your future employers as well, and we will validate that certificate as Coders Trust. I already mentioned that there will be assignments, online community, personal mentoring, curriculum outline and description. You will always have the full syllabus for the training and what each week will entail. And we actually collect student feedback, and we actually check for performance and monitoring on each track that we are enrolling the students as well. In terms of the training phase, we also have the earning phase. Inside the earning phase, we offer all of the means for the students to reach us on chat, email, and we also have a Discord community support for all of the students. We will ensure that you get daily support sessions on your earning part. We actually want to support you with facilitators who will help you on applying for jobs, setting up your profile, adjusting your profile as needed, but also just improving your English during those 12 weeks as well. Because we want to ensure that you can actually lose that stress and nervousness of discussing with the client the rates, the project, and also the deliverables of the project. And we want to ensure that during the earning phase as well, you come out with all of the skills that you would need to become a very successful freelancers at the end as well. We also will set up one-on-one sessions with expert freelancers. We have from CoderStar side, we have freelancers in Albania. We want to support you with webinars, and we want to also make those available for the public as well, to those that are interested in freelancing in general. Right now, freelancing is quite a new topic in Albania as well, but it's gaining word of mouth quite fast. And we want to ensure that we are very transparent with how we are doing the training and earning part, hence why I'm taking part on this panel as well. But we also will do numerous webinars, so we invite everybody who is interested in applying for the project as well. In terms of the programs, I have them close by heart. Web development, graphic design, and digital marketing. So in terms of the programs, we want to start with web development. We take all of our programs from level 0 up until level 3. If we are taking into consideration that web development can go from level 1 to level 5, we understand that web development, digital marketing, and graphic design are quite new topics in the region, but also the world as well. Even though they are garnering quite a lot of word of mouth now, there's not a lot of people who understand the insights of web development, even if you are a beginner joining the training. So what we have done is that every training will take the students from level 0 up to level 3. For example, with web development, we want to take the students from HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript as entry-level courses and basic skills in web development. And then we want to give them specific skills in CMSs, which are a bit more dynamic with WordPress, but we are going to touch base hard on JavaScript and also on all of its frameworks that are currently being used from different companies around the world. With this knowledge, we want you to be able to understand how websites work, how you can set up a domain and hosting and create your own portfolio website, how to create professional websites for corporates and other businesses, even small business, medium and large size. What are the different building blocks for a website of that initiative? We want to help you build e-commerce website for your clients and where they can sell their services, create blogging websites, and also how to maintain and do bug fixes for different clients. So the training is not just taking you level 0 to level 3, but also learning you what are the current demanded jobs from freelance marketplaces and clients in between. In terms of graphic design as well, we want to take you on real life projects as well, what it means to be a graphic designer in different skills, and what you can actually do with graphic design as well. We want to take you through small projects, teach you the basics as well, and then also take you through all of the different design softwares that actually exist right now and are being used.
Mr. Rukmata, I'm sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
Thank you for this very informative presentation, but can you please, because of timing, summarize the other slides?
So
we can have time to
on my part. I'm just going to finish with terms of the project timeframe. We're still accepting applications, and we're going to enroll students in January and February, so applications are welcome. We have a Facebook page, but also our main website will furbish you with all of the information that you need. The application form is quite easy, and it will take you only 3 to 5 minutes. And yeah, I'm going to drop it on the chat here, just so that you have it as well. But thank you for the time. I'm sorry I took a bit longer, but there's quite a lot that we have been doing on the background. So I just wanted to give you all of the insightful information that I can find about the training. But thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing this useful information with us. And we really appreciate the fact that you are supporting Albanian women in digital and coding careers. Thank you very much. I would now like to open a discussion between the three of us, since me and Mrs. Anisa Hairulai, welcome Anisa, are already women in coding careers. How long do you think that it will take to get parity 50-50 representation for women in coding and digital careers? I would like, in fact, to start with sharing a statistic that I've read before. I thought that women in digital careers were getting like more and more, but in fact, the number has fallen. Very surprising fact.
If Anisa would like to take the floor, or I can continue, it's fine by me.
No, just continue. All right.
I believe that there's this misconception on data and what women can do. I don't think coding or graphic design or digital marketing or even freelancing or work marketplaces or work in itself should be so divisive. We can see even from programming as well, there's a man can do the job, but also a woman can do the job as well. From my career, and especially at Coders Trust, we have never differentiated in between. We have women colleagues, we have men colleagues, but we never differentiate on the task. If a person can deliver and has the motivation to learn, I think he can make do and actually learn the skills that are given. But that's why we actually started with World Bank as well in Albania, because it's not that the skills are hard in itself. I think it's the misrepresentation of women in digital skills. And I have to agree with you on that front. The data right now is actually showing that women are not benefiting from the new workplaces that are being created. But I think that that's where NGOs and other companies should take focus as well and try to include women as much as they can, because these are skills that can be done by anybody as long as they have the will and the motivation. Taking into consideration becoming a freelancer, but also learning a digital skills, always the first 3 months are the hardest. That's why we want to take people from level 0 up until level 3, and we want to start with women especially. So we want to bring 450 women inside of Albania in a span of 1 year who can become freelancers and gain those digital skills, just to show other women in Albania as well that actually you can actually do it in digital skills as well. But there's also an interesting fact as well from Albania. We have right now from September more than 4,500 women who have applied for our digital training. So that's only in a span of 2.5 months. So that actually just shows how much interest is there from women inside of Albania from different regions, because we are not just doing Tirana, we are doing every possible city in Albania as well. And we have seen a 50-50 split between Tirana and the other cities as well. So there's quite a lot of data that is coming out from our marketing campaign that actually suggests that women are interested. There's not a lot of information. Maybe English is the entry to barrier in some countries. But I think us as organizations, especially working in the education sector, should take a role into giving out more information what you can do with this career as well. And how
I agree with you, Mr. Ukmata, but I would also like to know the opinion of Ms. Hairulai on this question.
As Talan said, by the way, the technology is now a new field in Albania, as every field that is now. But about the woman in the IT careers, that's really a beginning to have the approach more to have that equality that you said, Claudia, that 50-50. When I first started my career as a developer, I first studied a bachelor degree, and ironically, it was from 120 students that enrolled in that course. You can only numbers from 20 or 25 girls that were assigned to that course. But seen from 2016 until now, as I graduated that, and now I'm an academic staff in university, I see a big difference from this 5 years gap. I see a big difference in a woman in technology. As in the course I teach, the numbers are equally or kind of more females that are joining the IT careers and courses. It's maybe that because a big criteria to join those higher levels is the average, but I don't think that. I think that it's becoming a change, and everyone and every girl is now starting to see that IT developing, because IT is a big term to say, but it has many branches. You can choose graphic designer as the courses you offer, software developer, security is also a new field that is developing now. And I see a lot, and that's a good thing. I don't think that 50-50 would be in the nearest years, but probably in 10 years that could be possible to even enjoy that.
Thank you, Ms. Hairulai, for sharing your opinion with us. Okay, so I would like now to thank Mr. Ukmata and Ms. Hairulai for joining us today. I'm pretty sure that the majority of the audience has already clicked the link Mr. Ukmata sent on the chat, but anyways, I would like to mention that you can click on the www.digitaljobsalbania.com for more information about Digital Jobs Albania. Coming up next at 11 a.m., join us for digital careers, higher educations, and trainings. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.